Okay. Yeah, so I was winging with Sandro, my boy, and we were just going around sets in excess outside, and we met these two Filipino girls. There was like, we were self-amusing. There was like chemistry at the start. It was good. Like it all went okay, and ended up getting one of their numbers and going on to another set. Then we saw them with two guys hitting on them, and Sandra was like, "Go back in and take her away." So I like went back in. I was like, cheating on me already. Pulled her away, and Sandra pulled the other guy, and we ended up with them again, talking to them for about half an hour. Then we went to the bar. They bought us a drink. We talked to them a bit more outside. And me and Sandra were like, yeah, we're gonna try and pull this. Okay. With my girl, it was on a bit more. Like I was being more physical. I was escalating a bit more. With Sandro, we could tell like his girl didn't really like him, but we were committed to try and make her like him. That was like we're just gonna give it more time. So we were like, okay, we'll pull them to Planet Hollywood, a bar there. So we did. They were compliant. Got in the cab with them. They were also staying in the Luxor, which was quite near. And they also had a flight at like 8 a.m. in the morning. They had to leave 8 a.m. in the morning, and it was like 3 a.m. So we only had like 4 hours to do this. So it was a decent amount of time, but we were like pushed for time. Good. We get to Planet Hollywood. And we sit down on a couch in the bar, and I've isolated my girl and he's isolated his girl. We're close though, really close. I'm like making out with my girl, it's on. And Sandro's just like, she won't like give in. Like she clearly doesn't really like him. I don't know why, but he's trying everything, like comfort, whatever. It's just not happening. Okay, and at this point I'm getting quite tired. I'm just like, okay, is this going to happen or not? Because we need to be on with both of us. So this is when it gets like interesting. I'm just like making out with my girl, and I'm like cuddling with her, and she's just like, she says to me, "How are you feeling?" So I go, "I'm horny." I just straight up say I'm horny, and she looks at me and smiles, and she's just like, "I can't leave my friend." So I'm just like, why not? And she looks at me again, and she's just like, "My friend said to me earlier, please don't leave me, but I'll come with you guys." So when I heard this, I was like, as soon as I heard this, I knew what she meant. I knew she meant she wants to come with me and my girl. So as soon as she said that, I just say, "Threesome it is then." And she looks at me and she smiles again. She's just like, "What about your friend, i.e. Sandra? Like, what are we gonna do about Sandra?" And I was shocked, but I said to her, like, "Don't worry, like I'll sort this out." So I take her to the bar. We get like a drink of water, and I go get Sandra, and I tell him what's going on. I mean, like, I love Sandra. We had like an amazing night together, and like I feel for him, and he was like, "Oh, this hurts," but like anyone would have done the same thing. Like when I get in that position where two girls like want to have a threesome with you, like it's just, you can't be turning that down. So can't be turning that down. So yeah. Within 5 minutes, Sandra was just like, "Yeah, I've got to go, blah, blah, blah." And like, we were in the cab together, and my girl looked at me and she was just like, I'm like really impressed. She was like, at how I dealt with it. Like within 5 minutes, it was just like us two in the cab. So yeah, that's that. We were going back to their Luxor, to their hotel room.
Okay. How did you seed the pull to Planet Hollywood?
Yeah, I mean, throughout the set, we were saying things like Sandra was saying like, "Oh, we should get some shots later. We should get some tequila." Like they were happy to spend time with us. Like they weren't like opposed to the idea of like going somewhere else with us the whole set. It wasn't like hard. So when I dropped, like, oh yeah, let's go get a drink in Planet Hollywood, and it was also on the way to their hotel.
Right.
It wasn't hard for them to comply with it, so I just said it, and they were like, cool, let's go.
No resistance.
No resistance, because they had a flight. They had to get up at 8 a.m. anyway, so to come for a drink with us at Planet Hollywood wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there weren't any objections.
No,
besides
and
the early flight.
no.
Or that.
I mean, one thing I missed out was before we left to go to Planet Hollywood, they went to the toilet and we were waiting outside, and me and Sandra were like talking about what we should do. He was like, escalate with your girl and I'll try with my girl. And then when we actually pulled them out of excess, I like was holding my girl's hand and she was like, cool, and Sandra was holding his girl's hand and she just wasn't, she was trying to get up to like my girl. And I think when they were in the toilet, that's when they decided they wanted to have a threesome with me. Like, I'm pretty sure, because when I was leaving excess, I looked at my girl and I was like, what's up with your girl? Like, does she not like Sandra? And she cheeky smiled to herself. And I didn't know back then, but I think she was like, that's what she was thinking, like, back then. I know. I don't know why. I think, like, they just like English guys, maybe. I don't know. We were having a bit more banter, like me and the other two girls, rather than Sandra was just. He was really trying to game her, and it was just like normally, like he would be way more competent at getting the girl, but like they just in this situation they just wanted me. Yeah. So when we got out the cab to the Luxor at their hotel, they were like, do you want to buy any drink? I was like, I don't mind. So they just we went to the shop in the hotel and they bought a bottle of wine, which was cool. Like, they paid for it, like got like quite a few drinks paid for me by them as well, which is quite nice. Went up to the room and we were just sitting on the bed playing some like card drinking, and one of them was just like, I'm running a bar. They're like, oh, I've got these like this new soap we bought, we need to use it, or some bullshit like that. Like, they're just like, I'm gonna run a bath. So she ran the bath, and then when it was ready, she was just like, look guys, I'm having a bath, like, if you guys want to join, you can join. And that's when like my girl was like on the bed with me. She was just like, do you want to have a bath? Like, are you cool with this? Are you comfortable with this? I was just like, yeah, cool. Like, and just go in the bathroom, like take our clothes off, get in the shower. She's like washing me in the shower. This is like a proper like Asian soapy massage porn scene. Like, it was pretty cool. Yeah, then we just all get in the bath and they like start lesing out a bit, and like I'm just, one of them just on top of me, like her back on my stomach. And yeah, just fooling around in the bath a bit. Then we all get out in the shower. I like actually start banging one of the girls in the shower, which is cool. Then we just get in the bed, and that's when shit went down. If you want to know any more.
Good lord. Alright, how did you feel after you walked out of the hotel?
I was on a high. It was amazing. I mean, I was pretty. Obviously, I had some wine, but I was like pretty sober, so I remembered all of it, and it was good. Like, I just couldn't believe it, really. I could not believe what happened, but
yeah,
I want more now. I want more threesomes now.